The Portland Trailblazers and Damian Lillard have a very tight window if they're going to try to go out and compete for an NBA championship. Now, we know that Dame has been one of the most loyal superstars in the NBA, but for Dame time, the clock is on. He's going to be 33 next season. They have Anthony Simons, who is still young, hasn't reached his full potential, but there's teams out there like the Toronto Raptors. They're looking to swing a deal with the Blazers that can make the Blazers contenders and the Raptors a very nice young team. So make sure you hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit the subscribe button as well as sticking around till the end of the video. We're going to be talking all about the Portland Trailblazers and how they can win a championship this year with Damian Lillard. The window for Dame. He's 33 next year, and in 3 years, he will be making 60-something million as a 36-year-old, which is outrageous. In 58 games this year, he put up 32.2 points per game and 7.3 assists. So he's still at the top of his game. Even though he didn't play the required threshold of 65 games next year, he's still at the top of his game. He did that shooting 46% from the field and 37% from three, which is kind of crazy. And the young duo of Anthony Simons, not the young duo, but Dame, his protege, it's only right for them to try to go out and get enough pieces for Dame to come back and win an NBA championship this year. So, what do they have to do? I've come up with a couple of trades here that they should look into. Actually, first we're going to look at the current roster because, this ain't getting it done. Big moves are going to be needed. I mean, this team didn't even make the play-in this year, and okay, you add the number 3 overall pick, maybe Brandon Miller. That's not getting it done. Okay, that's still a very young squad. It would probably be better for the Blazers to go with Brandon Miller and trade Dame Lillard to get some more assets. I mean, honestly, if I'm the Blazers, that's what I'm doing. But, they're going to try. They're going to try to get Dame his ring. That's what this video is about. So, trade number 1. You can send your young franchise point guard, Anthony Simons, the number 3 pick, and a future first-round pick up north of the border to Toronto in exchange for OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam. Now, this is a trade that I've seen mocked a lot. I actually did a rebuild based on it, and from the Raptors' point of view. But, you're giving up Simons, which is, this is a long-term loss, short-term game. Although Anunoby is still like 25, Pascal's not that old either, so they'll be in Portland for a while. You just won't have the man Dame Lillard for that much longer, but this is what the starting lineup would look with this trade. Dame Lillard, Shaedon Sharpe at the 2. We're going to talk about Shaedon Sharpe. He's going to have a big year. OG at the 3. So you've got big wings with Shaedon, OG, and Jeremy Grant. Now, OG is really the only elite defender. Shaedon definitely has the tools to become an elite defender. Jeremy Grant, not really the most defensive guy in the world. And then you got Pascal at the 5. And in this case, you can bring Jusuf Nurkic off the bench with Matisse Thybulle. That'd be a nice roster. Option number 2. Okay, this is the second trade. Anthony Simons, once again, you're going to package the number 3 pick. This time, I don't think you need to throw in a future first. Maybe you do. Maybe you need to throw in a future first with this one and 2 future firsts with the last one. But they're going over to Chicago. They're saying, hey, we'll give you a chance to reset everything. Lonzo Ball may never play again. It's not looking good in Chicago right now. They've got an aging roster. Zach LaVine unhappy. So, hey, we're going to give you an opportunity to reset. You send us your 2 best players. 2 guys that are experienced in the playoffs. Well, DeMar is. I don't know about Zach LaVine. And this is what the lineup would look like with that taking place. Dame Lillard, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Jeremy Grant, Jusuf Nurkic. That is very, very, very solid. You got Dame who can give you 30 a game, and then LaVine and DeMar who can both give you 25. The issue with this team would be defense. And they would definitely have to go out and sign some defensive wings. You got Matisse Thybulle who can guard, which this is why I like the Raptors one better. You're much better defensively. So you got Matisse Thybulle coming off the bench still, but you would need to go out and sign more defenders. Shaedon Sharpe again coming off the bench as well, so maybe he can develop into a much better defender. But that's why you need to go out and get defense. That's why I'm more in favor of option number 1. Now the guys you got to go out and bring back. Jeremy Grant is going to be commanding more than $20 million this offseason. He had a very nice year, put up 20.5 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, 2.4 assists. He's a guy that's going to go out and get paid this summer. Now, it's likely going to be to stay in Portland, but, if he goes elsewhere, that'd be a major loss for the Blazers, especially for nothing. 48% from the field, 40% from three, .8 steals, .8 blocks. Played a lot of minutes this year. And like I said, he was good for the Blazers in his first year in Portland. Now, the next guy is Matisse Thybulle. I'm expecting him to get about $8 to $12 million just because of his defensive abilities and his ability to knock down the three-point jumper. If you're a bigger wing in the league and you can do that, you can get $8 to $12 million. 7.5 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, 1.4 assists a night this year for Matisse Thybulle. Also 1.7 steals and .8 blocks in like 27 minutes a game, 44% from the field, and then again 38% from three. 3-and-D guy. I mean, you need as much of them as you can get in the modern NBA. Now, their secret weapon for next year is Shadon Sharpe. This guy has all the tools in the world to be great. 10 points per game, 3 rebounds, 1.2 assists. I mean, heck of a rookie year. Despite the fact that he did not play in college, he went straight from high school to the NBA. There was a reason I had him as my number 3 prospect in last year's draft. 47% from the field, 36% from 3 in 22 minutes. And after that type of season, of course, I'm still going to be very high on Shadon. Look at his per 36 numbers. Okay, he only played in 22 minutes a game. So per 36, as a rookie, averaging 16 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 2 assists. As like a bench player. Not even as a main option when he's on the court. That's kind of wild, in my opinion. So yeah, y'all let me know your thoughts. Go down right now, down in the comments below. Which deal do you prefer? Or do you just prefer to keep the current roster and maybe look to trade Dame? I don't know. I feel like both deals make them contenders. The bench is going to be a bit of a question mark, and you're kind of selling away your future for a couple more runs with Dame Lillard, although you could still have OG or Zach LaVine as the future of your franchise going forward. The bench should have Trendon Watford, Drew Eubanks, and like Cam Reddish, if you bring Cam Reddish back, who of course I believe he's on a team option, or he's a restricted free agent. So that's not very good. I mean, you also have like Nasir Little, who can defend. I still don't know why he's not getting as many minutes as I'd like, but there's a reason I'm not an NBA coach. So you still got those two guys, but yeah, the bench is a big time weakness if you make these trades. If you kind of gut this team, although you're getting 2 players for 1, so you're not really gutting it. And then Shadon and Matisse Thybulle will be coming off the bench as well. So, will these trades get it done? Will these trades be enough for Dame Lillard to go out and win his first NBA championship? I do not believe so. In my opinion, nobody's getting past the Nuggets in the Western Conference, or in the NBA for that matter, for the next at least 3 years. I mean, I'm truly expecting this Nuggets team to probably three-peat. Losing Bruce Brown will hurt, but they just acquired another almost first-round pick from the Thunder today, and then a 2024 first. So they got draft capital. They can continue to replenish, and then they can go and get somebody on like the mid-level exception. Jokic, Gordon, Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray all locked up for a long, long time. KCP also locked up as well for, I believe, next year. So this Nuggets team is good. Would this Blazers team be able to get past them? I don't think so. They'd be able to put up a good fight, but nobody can guard the Joker right now, and then Jamal Murray in crunch time is just different. We'll see. Maybe Playoff Jimmy comes out and, they beat the Nuggets, and I look like a fool for saying that. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Make sure to like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notifications, and with all that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.